So you clicked on this video because you want to get a ripped set of abdominal muscles, but you want to know the best exercise to do so? Well, stay tuned, as in today's video I'm going to give you the best ab exercise ever, which requires absolutely zero equipment. And no, it's not sit-ups or crunches, I'm afraid. Right, now before I get into the video, the good, juicy, valuable content, I just want to say, if this is your first time here, hello by the way, my name is Jake, it's nice to have you on this channel, and if you're new to body weight training and calisthenics, I want to get ripped, jacked and swole. Without the gym or any fancy equipment, remember to subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications, as the content I make on this channel are specifically dedicated for people like you, my friend. And please note, before you head off anywhere else, in order to reap the full benefits of this exercise I'm going to go through in this video, you have to know how to perform it with complete immaculate technique, alright? So if I were you, I would watch the whole thing and stay until the very end. Right, so this exercise I'm talking about for the abdominal muscles, the core, is called the hollow body. And this is actually very popular in gymnastics. Why did I say that so slow? In gymnastics are doing all these elite advanced bodyweight exercises, and when they're doing these elite advanced bodyweight exercises from pull-ups to handstands, the core has to be flat and tight, and this is done through a posterior pelvic tilt, which I'll explain as I actually demonstrate the exercise. And what makes the hollow body so effective is that when done right, you simply cannot cheat the exercise because all the emphasis, all the load and resistance is placed specifically on only the core and the abdomen, whatever you want to call it, the abdominal muscles. And when you're doing other ab exercises such as hanging knee raises and leg raises on the bar and such, it can be very easy when fatigue sets in to subtly cheat the exercise by, for example, pulling more of the back or pushing more of the hips. So even though you're still going through the movement, the abs are actually getting less and less load placed on them. Whereas with the hollow body, all that tension is placed on the core. So in order to perform the hollow body, get on the floor, lie flat on your floor, or wherever. If you're outside, grass, or in your home, just get on the floor, mate. As you lie flat on your back, you want to bring your arms out and then tuck your legs in and bring them together while still flat on the floor in order to actually start the exercise. And from here, we're going to activate the posterior pelvic tilt through the hips by tilting the pelvis backwards and pulling the lumbar spine flat. And after this, you should realize that your lower back should be tight and fixed to the floor, which you should do throughout the whole movement. The lower back has to stay completely on the floor. No arching, my friend. And please note, do not actually over exaggerate the posterior pelvic tilt, if that makes sense, by actually coming up too much, because that's just going to put unwanted stress on your neck and also your lower back, as I've had to learn the hard way myself. You just want to tilt your pelvis back until your abs are nice, flat and straight, because this is actually the optimal position in which the core is going to perform at its strongest. And so once that's done, you want to embrace your core tight and bring your legs out until they're straight without arching the lower back. So you hold this for time and again, press down into the ground with your lower back in order to maintain that posterior pelvic tilt and keep the tension on the core. The lower back cannot arch, all right? And like I said, keep the abdominals short and flat. Do not suck them in or stick them out. Brace in your core and your abs as if you're going to get punched in the stomach. So in terms of modifying the hollow body, because chances are when first starting out, you definitely will not be able to actually perform this because it's so much more difficult when done correctly. So anyway, before I digress, in order to modify and make the exercise easier, you actually want to bring your legs up higher, because when your legs are higher up, you'll have more leverage to your disposal. Whereas when they're lowered down closer to the ground whilst keeping the lower back straight, you're going to have less leverage, therefore more resistance for the core to work against. And although I've said it enough times, just put your ego out the door, right? Because diminishing the quality of the execution of the hollow body is only going to diminish the amount of results you gain from doing it. And like I said, if you're struggling to actually maintain that posterior pelvic tilt and stop the lower back from arching, just press that lower back down into the ground as hard as you can. You actually want to think more about pressing your lower back into the ground rather than contracting the abs, because as you do this, the abs are going to do the work anyway. And so in terms of variations of the hollow body, what I'm actually, or what I should be demonstrating in this video is the hollow body hold isometrically, which you can do for sets of around 20 to 60 seconds. But also, as well as doing it isometrically, you can also do it isotonically in a sets and reps fashion, which is what I'm actually currently doing myself in my workout, which I'm sure you probably don't actually really care. But anyway, so in order to perform it in a sets and reps fashion isotonically, you can do hollow body knee raises. So I'm sure you guys have seen knee raises on the floor, but here it's completely different. You do knee raises slow and controlled in a hollow body position, and keep that lower back fixed to the ground. Seriously, if you do this properly, slow and controlled, the contraction you get in your abs is like nothing else. It's seriously astonishing. As well as knee raises in a hollow body, you can do leg raises as well, and even single leg knee raises and leg raises in the hollow body position, whatever tickles your fancy and what you want to do based on your goals. But remember to modify it like the hollow body hold. If an exercise is too hard, bring your legs up higher, and then in order to progress and apply progressive overload so the core gets stronger, bring your legs lower to the ground. Now, in addition to the hollow body, you actually want to combine this with the arch body, which will work the antagonist muscles, as when you do the hollow body, you'll activate more the core, the muscles in the anterior chain, whereas when you do arch body variations, you're going to work the muscles in the posterior chain, such as the glutes, the lower back and hamstrings, which is crucially important in order to balance out your body and prevent imbalances and such, so you can improve performance whilst reducing the risk of injury. And even though you aren't directly working the core, you will still strengthen the core, so please remember to do this exercise. But I'm not actually going to go into huge detail with this arch body. I will actually probably do in another video, because this video is dedicated to the hollow body. And in order to perform the arch body, or the Superman, again, whatever you want to call it, instead of lying on your back, you lie on your front, and then you raise your body up and hold it like you're Superman. I mean, I'm not going to lie, sometimes I like to visualize it myself. God, you watching this video, you must think I'm a fucking psycho or something. And so you can actually hold the arch body for time isometrically, or you can do it isotonically and do it in a sets and reps fashion, as I've already mentioned, by instead of holding it, you come down, up, right? Working the concentric and the eccentric. And for an example of how to actually put this into your routine, the two exercises together, me for example, I do these two exercises back to back after my leg workout, which is 2 times a week. So I'll do 3 sets, 6 to 12 reps of each. Then once I perform both of those, I rest for 2 to 3 minutes before moving on to the next set. But remember, these 2 exercises alone are not going to actually build and reveal the core, the shredded abdominal muscles in the way in which you desire, because you need way more depth in terms of your training and nutrition. Which is exactly why I've already made a video specifically for you on a step-by-step guide to get ripped abs at home with both your training and nutrition. So if that tickles your fancy, I'll leave a link to that video in this card here. And so that said, if you like this video, you enjoyed my content, you gained some value from watching this video, make sure to like the video and comment down below now this video came at good hand to you. And if you want some more tips of how to get ripped at home for summer this year with only your body weight, you should actually check out my previous video I made on this YouTube channel, as that video actually goes through everything you need to know to get ripped faster, burn off that fat and get beach body ready for the summer. So if that tickles your fancy, I'll leave a link to that video in this end screen here. But that's enough for me today. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll catch you, my friends, sometime next week.